United States military and civilian forces strive to promote our interests abroad and to protect our freedoms at home. We interact and ally on a daily basis with local civilians, government, and military personnel around the world. In performance of our duties, U.S. forces may encounter terrible crimes and serious human rights violations, such as sex trafficking, forced labor, slavery, kidnapping, torture, and child soldiers. These acts, when performed under color of law, meaning committed in official capacity, rise to the level of gross violations of human rights. United States law and DoD policy define a number of inhumane acts as gross violations of human rights, including but not limited to many forms of trafficking in persons. Historically, U.S. forces encountered these violations. In World War II, Korean women were forced into prostitution to serve as comfort women to Japanese soldiers. In Southeast Asia, Burmese minorities were trafficked for labor and prostitution by Burmese military forces. And more recently, in some Middle East and African countries, children are conscripted to serve as soldiers, porters, cooks, miners, and sex slaves. So, what should we do when we see or suspect a gross violation of human rights? Consider the DoD's response to a situation of great concern in Afghanistan. In spite of a state-supported ban, several members of the Afghan security forces continued to take part in the tradition of bachabazi, in English, dancing boys. In private parties, young boys dressed as girls, forced to dance for the entertainment of the men, passed around and often used for sex. The practice is a form of human trafficking. And when the participants are uniformed forces and the crime is committed under color of law, it is also a gross violation of human rights.
Human trafficking is defined as a form of modern-day slavery.
In Afghanistan, the program manager for the DoD's Combating Trafficking in Persons, or Ctip, Program Management Office, briefs all new arrivals at Bagram Air Base, so they'll know what to look for and how to immediately report suspected violations, such as bachabazi.
It's important to know that our Oconee Ctip mission here operates from a foundation of shared understanding that human dignity and respect are force multipliers. So we will continue to do the hard work to move the needle forward to ensure these heinous crimes and incidents do not happen within our military footprint.
U.S. forces under the U.S. Southern Command also encounter gross violations of human rights on a regular basis. Southcom's Human Rights Office delivers required training to all deploying personnel and issues a standing orders pocket card to remind them of the 5 R's of their mandated reporting in accordance with Southcom's zero tolerance policy for human rights violations. If you witness or suspect a violation, take action. The DoD's position is clear. Any suspected trafficking in persons or other human rights violations must be reported immediately. Each regional command has a mandated reporting chain based on the region. So now is the time to make sure you know the reporting channels of your particular AOR and to be prepared at all times to see it, report it.